Hey, people, this is the time. I mean, we are legitimately worth a shit this year.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, outsiders of all ages, it is Wednesday at 8:30. Bring your beverages. It's a What Are You Drinking Wednesday. We have a blank chair ready to roll for you. That's the chair for you on the out. Actually, that's Bo. That's Bo's chair. Never mind. Sorry, I thought that was the chair for the audience. I thought we were getting philosophical. Instead, it's just a generic chair. It is the Outsiders, brought to you by Poncho. And here are two choices for you. One of them's modeled by your guy, Colt McCoy there. If you want the Earl, if you want the Smoky, PonchoOutdoors.com. Make sure you mention Orange Bloods Live, and that's whatever color you end up with. I do have a maroon poncho on tonight. Oh, look, Bo's got the Earl.
It's Jason's Earl because
that's my Earl.
Ass won't come pick it up.
There you go.
I'm coming. All right, I'll be there.
Whoa! It's a family show.
That is the Earl that Jason's going to go pick up. I am wearing the maroon one tonight. And remember, you don't have to wear the maroon for the reason I am. You might be an Austin High fan. You might be a Round Rock High fan. Who else is in the maroon world? Texas State. Right? A lot of folks with the maroon vibe. It's a great shirt, long sleeve, short sleeve, whatever design you need. Go check them out. PonchoOutdoors.com. Thanks for everybody jumping in the chat. And hey, Colby, don't worry. We'll get there because Blake is on the show and he will be a part of the picks coming up. Don't worry. Just be patient. But first, let's introduce you to the Outsiders. Look at that lovely burnt orange maroon vibe on top. Your upper left is the quarterback. It's Chance Mock. He's got his Tony Romo hat turned backwards. What's up, Chance? What are you drinking?
Actually, it's my poncho lid.
Oh.
Yeah. So it is our first What You Drinking Wednesday of the season. And I thought I've got to go really high class. I've got to go next level because the Rita, strawberry Rita in a can was absolute dog shit. And I hope that somebody that works for them is listening and changes up their blend and whatever they're doing because it sucks. But I found this beautiful bottle of Henkelasuri Gisefo Superior Sake. So it's rice wine, some sake. And if that wasn't impressive enough, it came from Walmart.
Oh, my God. Wait. Sake from Walmart?
With a twist-off lid.
Oh, my God. Shall I unscrew it for you?
But even better, from Walmart, my little mini Yeti is full of sake. God damn.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
my God.
I thought I set the bar with the Four Loko America can, but nope, you're winning now.
Okay.
There may be nothing more American than Walmart sake in a mini Yeti. Really. I can't think of anything.
I think this is sake that was brewed in Little Rock, Arkansas.
They brew the sake and then they call the hogs?
Yeah. And they drink them out of little cups that look like this.
Dude, you look like a giant. That's fantastic.
It looks like Jack Reacher from the Amazon series.
Wow. All right. I don't know if anybody can top that. We'll try. Your lower right is Jason Dick. And if anybody can match that, sake from Walmart, it's Jason Dick. Jason, what are you drinking?
I feel like if it comes from Walmart, you should call it sake. Like it's just called, you just pronounce it sake. That's pretty good, Chance. You know, football season is officially here, gentlemen. And one of the most important things for the next couple months is going to be staying healthy, avoiding injury. Longhorns already got bit a couple times. Not just them, but myself as well. As you guys know, I'm kind of what they call uninsured right now. So every once in a while, I'm going for a pickleball, and I'm like, hey, man, just tap the brakes a little bit there. So I Googled, what can I drink to make my bones and my tendons and all of those things strong and healthy? And I couldn't believe this, but the internet says, Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo is the answer. So we're going with a Yoo-hoo for What Are You Drinking Wednesday. I haven't had one of these in a good 25 years or so, but I'm excited for a Yoo-hoo.
You can take a sip of you. Oh, I got to use the straw. I mean, you can't get any classier. Look at this. We got Chance with a mini Yeti straw. We got Jason killing a Yoo-hoo Yoo-hoo drink box.
So,
Rich in
Chad,
calcium.
do you want to hear some interesting facts about Yoo-hoo?
Yes.
You know what?
You can-
I woke up today thinking that I need some. Yes.
You do, because you don't have to go to Walmart to buy Yoo-hoo. All you need is Hershey syrup and water,
Yeah,
and
here we
that
go.
makes Yoo-hoo. Instead of
Yoo-hoo.
chocolate milk, it's chocolate water, and it's delicious. And anybody that knocks on Yoo-hoo, we can't be friends.
There you go.
They can't. I guess they can't call it chocolate milk. It literally says on the box, chocolate drink.
It's chocolate water.
It's chocolate.
All right.
drink.
So there's a lot to live up to here for Bo and myself. We have had Walmart sake in a mini Yeti. We've had Yoo-hoo in a drink box and a Chance Mock Yoo-hoo recipe for all of you at home. Your lower left is the country gorilla, Bo Edge. Bo, what are you drinking on game week?
I didn't realize it was that kind of week. You got to stay hydrated on game week. And so I didn't go brown water like usual. I went with, that's why I ducked out at the beginning of the show, and it was just a chair because my beer cooler right here next to my desk only had one Coors Light, so I had to go get a couple more because these actually do drink like water. So Coors Light tonight in me and Chance are the same size. He's just bigger than me. That's why his Yeti seems so much more masculine.
There it is. There it is. And yes,
I don't have a straw, though.
Hey, good reminder, Bo. 2:30 kick on Saturday. If you're going to DKR, use my time-tested method of hydration. Water, Coors Light, water, Coors Light, water, Coors Light, water. You do that, and then the second quarter, you repeat the pattern, and you'll be fine. You'll be just fine.
Let me Chance has seen mine on game day. Coors Light, brown water, Coors Light, brown water, Coors Light, brown water, and then you just keep going. And y'all seen the aftermath on that Monday show after Super Cooper when Chance was passed out on my couch.
Just make sure you mix in that actual water. All right, gentlemen, I did go fancy tonight. I want you to note this is the martini glass that I bought at Deep Eddy Vodka. It's got orange and peach Deep Eddy vodka in it with just a hint of coconut sparkling water, and it's lovely.
There you go.
If anybody wonders how we can turn a normal show into 2 hours, it's because we just spent 10 minutes discussing what we're drinking.
So good. It's a what are you drinking Wednesday? What else are we going to do? What else are we going to do? Here's what else we're going to do. Texas is getting ready to start the season. We threw up the word Heisman on the label tonight, and shout out to our man Tyler for throwing a graphic together, putting Quinn in a suit in front of the Heisman, kind of making us think about it. Gentlemen, I threw this question at Anwar today on the 12 o'clock show. He didn't quite go this far. I want to see if you guys will. Show of hands. Who thinks Quinn is going to be in New York for the ceremony? All three of you. All right. You think he's going?
Well,
Bo?
I told you. I said Texas was going to go 10-2, but win the SEC. I mean, if they make the SEC title game, I think Quinn Ewers is going to New York.
Okay. Chance, you agree?
I do. And the funny thing is, when you look at the betting odds of all the favorites to be in the Heisman, I think there's two guys, both in the SEC, that end up in – because it's weird right now. Like, the odds are very much in favor of quarterbacks. You've got Jackson Dart, you've got Quinn Ewers, you've got Jalen Milroe, Carson Beck, you've got Dylan Gabriel. They're all quarterbacks. I think Beck and Ewers end up in New York, and those are the only two quarterbacks that I think end up there. I think the rest end up being – I think a wide receiver comes in the mix somewhere. I think a running back comes out of nowhere and has a great season. But I do think that Quinn ends up there.
See, I don't think Carson Beck makes it. I think Texas beats Georgia, and when they battle head to head, Ewers wins that battle. Like I said, they're going to have a couple losses, but I don't think Beck's the guy. I think Milroe is, because he's going to put up silly stats in Kalen DeBoer's offense. Alabama may not win as many games as Georgia, but now everybody just thinks Georgia is a juggernaut, and the quarterback isn't given that much. I mean, let's be real. Stetson Bennett led Georgia to 2 national titles. Carson Beck would have to do amazing things, and if he loses the head-to-head with Quinn, he's not in New York.
See, that's why I'm on the same line as you, Bo. I think the media wants Carson Beck, because I am not a Carson Beck fan. Maybe it's I don't want to say why maybe I'm not a fan because that's not fair. But beyond that, I think the media wants him there. I think the media wants Georgia to have a quarterback in New York. And if he puts up a similar season and puts up some decent stats, he'll be there. They'll make a reason for it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Jason, you raised your hand that Quinn would be there. Do you like the combo of like a Quinn and Beck, Quinn and Milroe? Who do you see with him?
Well, with this new life in the SEC, it is going to be interesting because one of those teams is probably going to wind up with, 3 losses. And can you put your quarterback in New York if you're on a team with 3 losses? In the olden days, you could. Now, I'm not sure if that's a thing anymore. I also chance him not a Carson Beck fan, and I'll tell you why. Not afraid to tell you. He's got perma drunk face or perma hungover face. I don't know what it is. All right, but he's just those eyes. I feel like drunk eyes should be earned, guys. Okay, I don't feel like you should just be born with them. I think you have to go out and earn
them. As a former expert in the field, if you say it, I believe you, sir.
But I do think the key is for Texas, or is for Quinn Ewers to outperform Carson Beck in that game in Austin. Because I was kind of surprised to see he's actually favored over Quinn Ewers in the betting markets. Carson Beck is. Because he gives me the vibe of like when Alabama was just crushing it for all those years without a real stud, the pre-Tua days. Like he gives me Greg McElroy vibes, and so I feel like Quinn Ewers has to outperform Carson Beck head to head, and that's how he's going to win the Heisman.
If C.J. Baxter wouldn't have got hurt, this would be a different conversation. Because if Texas had 2 running backs of that caliber, I think they would have leaned more on the running game in the games. I won't say of no consequence, but in the less big games, in the Vanderbilts and the weaker Floridas, in those games, they just ran the shit out of it, and Quinn wouldn't put up these electric Heisman-type stats. But when you only have one Jaden Blue, or as Jason calls him, Jadon Blue, if Jarrett Gibson doesn't step up or Trey Wisner doesn't step up to become a viable second guy, then they're going to have to rely on Quinn's arm more, which leads to more pass-happy stats, which is what the writers in Eugene, Oregon are looking for to justify their pick. Here in Austin, Texas, we don't give a damn about the stats. We care about the one stat that matters, W's. But nationwide, to win the Heisman, you got to have the yardage to go with it. And I think because of the injury to C.J. Baxter, I think he throws more and therefore gets Heisman stats.
Interesting stuff. All right, it is the Outsiders. We are cranked up and ready to go. Blake, the super producer, is coming up. We're going to talk Texas. We need to get his season predictions, but also we're starting the pick segment tonight and each and every Wednesday. If the idea works, one of you is going to be a part of the pick segment. We will let you know how all that is going to work, and I'm sure it'll take a little less time than how long it took us to tell you what we are drinking. Maybe. I'm not sure. Right now, though, let's remind you what they've got for you over at Covert Ford. Season's about to start. You're looking to tailgate. If your truck sucks or you just need a better one, here you go.
With Covert Ford of Austin, all season we're bringing the football fun to you with unbeatable deals on our all-new Ford F-150s. Whether you're tailgating with friends or cruising to the big game, our powerful trucks are your perfect MVP. Come experience the rugged performance and cutting-edge features that make every drive an experience. Touchdown savings await at Covert Ford of Austin, a family tradition since 1909. CovertFord.com.
Here's all you need to know about Covert Ford on 183. Not just that our boy Abbott, who coined the phrase legitimately worth the shit, on our apparel and hats that you can get at Last Stand Hats. Beyond that, Covert Ford cares so much about Texas athletics and Texas football, they're closed on Saturdays. Open on Sundays, but closed on Saturdays so you can go enjoy the game. Go see our boy Chris Abbott during the week and get the truck or the Raptor or the Bronco or the vehicle, the Mustang. I got my daughter a nice Ford Escape for her 16th birthday there. Service is great. Selection is great. And the sales team, like I said, if you have a problem with Chris Abbott, Kenny Culvert's right there on the floor. Or you can just chat into the show and we'll bring his sorry butt on here to make it right. It's Covert Ford on 183.
There you go. All right, let's bring him back in. There's your chance, Mock. We're going to bring in Mr. Where did Jason Dick go? Oh, there he is. There it is. Almost lost the dick. Can't do that. Gonna make sure you know where things are. All right, that's that. And ladies and gentlemen, he's here. He's ready. Here he is. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, ladies and gentlemen. Blake, the super producer, is back. He's ready for some picks. What's up, Blake?
Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, it is so great to be back. How we doing, boys?
He's not a producer anymore, though. He's on the air. Like he's in that. It's the quint box. It's not a quad box anymore. It's a quintuple box. Because
treat him like a guest. He's the guest over on the. Look at this. We're joined by Blake, the super producer.
Blake, scoot your camera a little bit to your left. I mean, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
Which way? Here?
Now that's better.
Is that it?
Whew.
Yep.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Just had to get that Kansas City bullshit out of the screen.
Chad,
Okay.
Hey, Chad, what he didn't mention is for the year he produced our show, this is what the screen looked like to him. Like he always had himself on the big screen.
Right.
We just didn't include it on the channel.
That is true. So, Blake, let's start with a season prediction from you, because the other night we gave our season predictions for Texas, how far we thought they would go. You're a massive Longhorn fan. I know you're excited for the season. Let's get a season prediction and how you think the season ends for Texas.
Absolutely. Well, I heard Bo say on Monday that he likes to zig when everybody zags, and I think I'm going to do the same. Now, I'm going to predict Texas at 10-2, the first loss being Georgia, understandable.
Mm-hmm.
And then a fluke loss against Kentucky late in the fall, and then a bounce back win over A&M, 10-2.
Okay. I've heard a couple people, Anwar threw out the Kentucky thing today, and Anwar made a great point as to why you might think about Kentucky. We all know it's between Arkansas and A&M. That's the easy part. But, fellas, they've got a bye week followed by Murray State, followed by Texas. So if there's ever going to be a team that for 2 weeks is focused in on an opponent chance, it's going to be the Kentucky Wildcats. So that is an interesting game to kind of just keep an eye on, because that team's not going to suck.
No, they're not. They're not going to suck. And here's where it becomes an issue. This is the last Monday. I wanted to say last week, but we're 2 shows a week now. So last Monday, Bo made the statement that I think he used the word trap game for Michigan. What'd you call it, Bo?
I did. I said it was an Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. Go walk around. Go talk to Texas.
Hey, time out. Let me finish. Kentucky is the proverbial trap. It is sandwiched in between 2 very, very big games. It's one that's easy to overlook if you're Texas football, as you look to that A&M game coming back after, 14 years that it's been gone? Is it 14 or 13? 14, right?
It's been gone 12 seasons. It'll be 13 years, yeah.
13 years, right. So that's going to be – and there's going to be so much around that. It's going to be hard to remain focused on that Kentucky game, and they are a team that can jump up and bite you. That's why I think that game is a trap game. It's a scary game. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, we have about 10 weeks to prepare for that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Blake, so if you got 10-2, then – flesh it out for us. Does that get them to Atlanta? And then what happens after that?
I believe so. I believe they win in Atlanta. And I'm going to say they win the round of 4 game, which they would. So they win in Atlanta. They are in the final.
Okay, so win in Atlanta. They'd be in the quarters. They'd be in the round of 8.
Quarters, yes. They win the first round, lose in the second round.
Okay, so you got them going to the semifinal round, losing to anybody particular, or just a loss in the round of 4?
Could be anybody. We got 11 other teams.
Right. I got you. Okay.
Let me defend my statement about it being a trap game in Michigan, Chance. Because y'all keep circling back to this like I'm saying Michigan's bad. What I'm saying is if you polled 100 Longhorn fans or went on Orange Bloods and asked, is Texas going to beat Michigan? This wouldn't be like 60-40, 65-35. It'd be like 85 or 90% of Texas fans not only think Texas is going to beat Michigan, they think it's not going to be that close.
Right.
It's an 11 o'clock kick in Michigan against the defending national champs who, thanks to all this other crap going on, now have the us against the world thing going on again, where they get to be the assholes in the black hats and have a chip on their shoulder, even though they're the defending national champs. That is a tough game to walk into when the opponent we're playing this week is Colorado State. We're going to play a team that we're a 30-point favorite on at home in the sunshine and the fun, and go up to that shithole of Michigan and have to play a team that is really angry and wanting to prove it against a team that hasn't done anything, and they're going to play real physical. I don't know if we're ready for that. Do I hope we win? Yes. Can we win? Yes. I think we have much better odds of beating Georgia 7-8 weeks in the season when everybody's got their ski legs underneath them than when we're playing Michigan in week 2 at their house. I think we beat Georgia after losing to Michigan, because losing to Michigan is the fire lit under our guy's ass that starts a kind of a train rolling down the track where we kick Oklahoma's ass, we kick Georgia's ass, and then we just slip up at the end. And I'm not saying to who again, because all my friends gave me shit.
And before Jason weighs in, my only thing, and I don't disagree with you about fans. Here's what I'll say about fans. Fans don't play the game, and fans are not in that locker room. And I assure you, those players understand what going to Michigan means. They understand that they're going to play the defending national champions with all the shit that's going on around them. They understand that. They understand the pressure that's on them. So it's easy for fans to sit there and say, oh, we're going to beat the brakes off of them. And I did see in the chat line, it still doesn't solve the quarterback issues, and it doesn't solve John Harbaugh. I think Jim put them in a very good – I can't stand Jim Harbaugh. For those of you that don't know, he is my least favorite human on planet Earth.
Man,
And
even so bad he got his name wrong.
well, I've got a mental block. Like I prefer Kim Jong-un to Jim Harbaugh.
Jesus. Wow. He does. Hey, you know what, Chance? To be fair, he cheats less.
Hey, he is my more favorite Jim of the Harbaugh than Kim Jong.
Man, oh man, that is.
Isn't that the one he shot 18 on 18 holes of golf? Like he just had 18 holes in one. He might give Jim Harbaugh a run for his money on cheating. Okay, he might be right there with him.
Jim Harbaugh tried to kill his brother. Let's not forget this.
Hey, let's put it this way, Jason. If he went to Star Ranch, everything's available.
Yes, Ace is available.
All things are available. All right, so we've gotten Blake's season prediction for Texas. Let's let everybody know, Bo, it's your idea, which I love, but I'm going to let you present it. Before we get into our picks, you want to make the people in the chat a part of the picks each week. One person in the chat can jump in, explain how this is going to work.
I'm going to try to make this as simple as I can so Blake can understand it. The premise is very simple. In our chat, shots fired. See, I didn't fire at you and the Aggies today. I went after Blake.
I'm excited. Thank you.
I got to fire at somebody, and Chance is bigger. And Jason,
well, I'm also the biggest on the screen at the moment. So.
Yeah,
exactly. You're going to have that square.
Easy target.
Here's the premise. In a few minutes, we're going to give our best 3 picks against the spread, or sometimes not even best, just things we think are funny. It has happened. Let's be
We're all picking the Iowa game, right?
Well, I am. The Pickle Fest.
There's an Iowa pick coming. Don't worry.
I got one right here.
How can we not have a graphic on the screen when Bo says Pickle Fest of a pickle just running down the screen?
All we need is Billy Madison when he does it in the damn movie. I mean, it's right there, but that neither here nor there. 3 games against the spread. You put them in the chat. At some point in the show, Chad or Blake, because they're better at this than the rest of us as far as paying attention to the chats and doing tasks, pick a guy. Your picks go 3-0. You win for the week. You win a poncho shirt. I can't tell you who they're going to pick. I can't tell you what the picks are going to win or none of that. You go 3-0 with your picks as the one that we picked. You will connect with us, and you will get your choice of any shirt on the poncho website.
There you go.
They don't give promo codes. They don't give discount codes. So screw that. One person can win a free shirt every week. Like this one. That is Jason's that's been sitting in my studio for 2 weeks.
I will be there tomorrow, Bo. I'll be there tomorrow, maybe, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to get
before Saturday. Before Saturday.
My daughter's fashion design class is going to embroider Texas Longhorns on the collar.
No. Don't do that.
No, they're doing that to mine. You don't get
really?
that one. Yeah.
Just to check, Bo. So
that's why I can't wear mine right now. It's not here because it's getting embroidered.
Just so I don't get publicly shamed, Bo. Do you have a shirt of mine that I need to come get or not?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I have 2 shirts of yours. I have a very nice long short sleeve that you with pearl snaps that you picked out. I got you another T-shirt because every time I make an order, You say your wife and kids steal your T-shirts. I'm going to keep giving you T-shirts until there's too many for them to steal.
I love it. Love it. All right.
I even have a shirt of Chances. I have a hoodie of Chances.
All right. We're making plans to go to Bo's house. That's what we're doing.
Hey, come on Saturday. We'll watch the game together. Well, Jason will be at the game, but
so this is how it works. While we're talking, while the show's going on, pull up whatever you want, ESPN, pull up a betting site, whatever it is, and find yourself 3 games. You pick a spread. You want to go over under. That's generally the 2 that we deal with, right? Spreads and over unders. And if you want to do that, so throw 3 of them at us. And if we like them and you go 3-0, you will get the poncho shirt. By the way, speaking of poncho, one of our chatters says, I heard Colt plugging the poncho gear on the SiriusXM College channel this afternoon with Hester, Carpenter, and EJ. Very cool, Chad. Very cool. Yes. Colt is he's pumping that poncho gear. It's not just us showing his picture. He's even talking about it. And shout out to Blake, who's drinking a few Bush lattes tonight. That's fancy. That's fancy.
I want to give a shout out to the couple of new guys in the chat who have pointed out how this is their first time on the show and they enjoy it.
Oh, good.
Like Spencer. Thank you, Spencer. We appreciate it. He said Chance was funny.
You know what, Spencer? You are absolutely right. I like that. Avatar. What is that? Like a possessed monkey? What is that? That's crazy. That's a country gorilla on acid, is what that is. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Thanks to Specs for sponsoring the chat.
There you go, Jason. You see that right there, Texas. That's right there on the collar.
It looks pretty good, actually. I was worried that you were turning my shirt over to some amateur artist.
That's my shirt. That looks pretty special.
Good. No, yeah,
that's fancy.
One of a kind.
We will get to the picks, and Chance Mock's going to tell you about Arch Public. But before that, let's have Lisa tell you about Specs.
Specs same-day delivery can save the day with our Specs app or online shopping. From world-class wines to hard-to-find spirits and craft beers to gourmet foods, delicious snacks, and spectacular sweets. It's Specs. Cheers to savings.
I hope y'all saw that normal because I didn't. I did not see that. It could be the Deep Eddy vodka that I got at Specs, but I did not see that normally. I hope that was normal for y'all. Wow, that is tasty. All right. Let's get to some picks, gentlemen. Do we want to let Blake go first because he is our guest, technically, back with us? Is that going to be fair? Do we want to do that?
I think that's fair.
All right. So this season, what we will do is since I'm the one that's got to produce the show now and Blake is no longer producing the show, things are going to get a lot less fancy. Why did someone just shoot a gun on the show? What happened? Is that a bug assault?
What happens on the outsider stays on the outsider.
Okay. Chance has. I'm sorry.
I was getting excited about the picks, man.
Chance has a cap gun. That is what's going on. So things are getting a little simpler with the picks. We're gonna flash these up here, and we'll do it person by person. So Blake, I'm gonna throw your picks up, and you can say whatever you want about them. Here are the 3 games Blake likes this week.
Speaking of Pistol Pete, okay, Oklahoma State versus South Dakota State over 54. Oklahoma State always has weird games really early in the season. Nebraska sucks. They're playing UTEP. I'm going under in that one. And then I really hope this happens. I hope this is a close game. Tarleton plus 26.5 at Baylor.
Come on. Guys, this is the week that Texas State whipped Baylor last year. This was the week. This was the moment.
And Tarleton played kind of a close half against A&M.
Well, it's funny that we talk about Baylor and Texas State being this week. That's one to watch this season. I know that Baylor, has a thing going on, whatever. If they slip and fall this week, there's a coach that sat in the quarterback room at the University of Texas that is down at Texas State that if Baylor slips this year, you better watch out, Texas State, because I think Baylor will start coming and talking to G.J. Kinney.
Yeah.
And he's getting a big job soon for sure.
So there you go. An over, an under, and a Tarleton plus 26.5. Blake, there ain't nobody on this show or watching this show that doesn't want that one to hit. Yep. That would be the best if Tarleton could cover against Baylor in Waco. That would be fantastic. All right, let's go to, you know what? Let's go to Jason Dick because he always says they steal his picks. So why don't we let you go next, Jason, so you can't say that. Here are your 3 games. And oh, looky there. Speaking of the Bobcats.
Yeah. I'll start right there down in San Marcos, a game that, guys, I don't even really understand how this game is happening. I did a lot of research. I looked into it. Texas State minus 31 versus Lamar. That's a middle school on Burnett Road, guys. Lamar Middle School. I mean, yeah, I know Texas State is I believe it's GJ Kine, Chance. I believe it's GJ Kine down at Texas State. They got
Jade on as well.
Yeah. I got a new quarterback. The James Madison kid is there now. Things are good. The 31 points is so many points, though, but they're 8th graders, guys. All right. In some case, 7th graders. I mean, 31. I feel like I'm stealing here. So it seems like Texas State 104-0 is probably likely. So, yeah, I got Texas State minus 31. I know this game's coming up again later. I have Notre Dame +3 at Kyle Field versus your Aggies, Chad. I'm very sorry. Is there a customary traditional time that they do the yell practice? Is that on Friday night?
It is. They do it at midnight, and that's why it's called midnight yell practice.
Oh, because I have a feeling they're going to be practicing yelling, "Why Mike Elko? Why did we hire him?" That's going to be coming up real soon.
For the record, Jason, are you picking a Notre Dame outright win or just a cover?
I couldn't believe they were giving me points on this. So, yeah, I would. I guess I would love to bet the money line on it and say Notre Dame is going to go down there and win. Look, man, I said the Aggies were going to be 7-4 when Texas goes there and beats them. So I need to start working on that 4. This is an important one to getting to the 4 losses. And finally, Texas hosting Colorado State. They're a 31.5-point favorite on Saturday. I totally don't get this. I don't know that much about Colorado State. I know that they took Coach Prime to overtime a year ago, and that's when we thought Coach Prime might be like Newt Rockne. Turns out they were a 4-win team. But it's weird. This line opened at 35.5. 10 days ago, it was 35.5, and it has moved 4 full points toward Colorado State. I hope that is not because we are losing running backs, because that shouldn't matter. So, yeah, you're going to give me 4 extra points here. I'm going to take Texas and lay 31.5. There you go.
And for the record, Jason is the only one of us that is going after this Texas game in any way. So,
you guys have any guess? Why would the line move 4 points in the last 10 days? Just because the Sharps think that's too many points to give to Colorado State?
I think money came in on it.
There was heavy action. It looks like there may be weather potentially, not bad weather, but rain. It just becomes kind of a slower slugfest. Like that, or somebody just put a huge ass bet on the other side, and they got to balance their books. And let's be honest, outside of Texas fans, how many people are betting on this game?
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm sure some are betting on Texas to jump out to a big early lead and then throw in the backups pretty early too.
Man, that is a lot of Jason.
Well, and Sark, I'll be honest, Jason.
You know what? Let's just, can we, we're just going to,
dare you, sir.
Just going to have to back off just a second, maybe for just a second. Maybe we can just,
Hey.
All right. So there's 2 sets of picks in the pick'em contest. If you want to add 3 picks and maybe get in on that poncho shirt, you can certainly do that. We got Bo's picks coming up, Chance's picks coming up, my picks coming up as well. But before we do that, Chance Mock, can you tell the people about Arch Public? We'll get to the Arch Manning. Tell them about Arch Public.
Absolutely, I can. And it's pretty nice that we're doing it in the middle of picks because that's what Arch Public does. Arch Public is an algorithm that was the mind of Tillman Holloway, one of my great offensive linemen, a guy that went to the Macomb School of Business. He's brilliant. He's been in this market for a long time. And what he's done is create an algorithm that picks the stock for you. Now, you are trading the futures. They trade the gap strategy. It's very interesting. I am not a financial advisor, but I know this. I know that Arch Public and its algorithms pick winners. Because since May, I'm up now 31%. At the end of August, I'm up now 31%. Now, it shows you the last 90 days. 90 days, they're up 20. but I've been in it for a little over 5 months, and I'm now up 30% in 5 months. And it's beautiful because I can go to Specs, I can have some of the brown water like Bo, and I don't have to wake up early in the morning and study and let emotion get involved. It takes emotion out of it. Basically, I wake up in the morning, I open my phone, I check my app, and I go, oh, look, I made $1,200 yesterday. That was nice. That's what Arch Public does. It makes the market, it moves things into your favor. Today, computers are winning at everything, and this is what it does. So check out the people at Arch Public. We are not financial advisors, but I can tell you what it's done for me, and I can tell you anytime you can make 30% on your money in 5 months, it's pretty impressive. They've been averaging about 85% a year over the last 5 years. So great people over at Arch Public. All I can tell you, you need to go check them out. If you think it's something that might be good for you, then you make that decision. Not up to me, but it's up to you. But all I can do is set up the meeting. So give Arch Public a try, scan that QR code, or just go to @ChanceMock on Twitter, shoot me a DM. I'll hook you up with Tillman personally.
All right, Chance Mock, let's go from the percentages that Arch Public might be able to get somebody to the percentages your picks get, which is pretty much 100%, because it's just no doubt. Here's Chance's picks for the week. Well, at least he's starting with some sensibility in College Station. Go ahead, Chance.
I am. Here's my thing. I do not think Notre Dame has the athletes to play with the Aggies in Kyle Field. I just don't. I think the place is going to be electric. They've actually painted their end zone so it doesn't look like a high school field anymore, which is really, really neat. And I think that they've just got too many athletes. I think they go in, and I think they win this game, and I think the Aggies are going to be absolutely insufferable for the next 7 days after this weekend.
That doesn't ever happen.
Oh, yeah. You know what? After this weekend, they're going to be complaining they should be ranked number 1. That's the way that I see this going. So that one's easy. Coming off that big game, Georgia Tech is having to go on the road from Ireland and come and play in Atlanta against Georgia State, which, I mean, that's going to be a tough game. But 20.5, Haynes Kings and the boys, that defense Georgia Tech has is really, really good. I don't think Georgia State's going to be able to score very many, and I think that offense is going to be able to put points on the board. So I'm taking Georgia Tech on the road in Atlanta, coming all the way over from Ireland, because, of course, it was a home game last week, because that's the only reason they beat Florida State, because Florida State was jet lagged. And then my guy, G.J. Kinney, I'm right there with Jason on this. I think Texas State is really good. I think he has had success everywhere he's been. He's got quarterbacks that can make plays, and I think this game, I think 31 is low. I mean, I think it's a game they might win by 42 plus.
Wow. My goodness. Good grief.
I mean, I think it's a game that honestly could be a 55-13 type ball game.
Damn. Okay. God, man, I hope you're right about that.
Hey, can I throw in some Texas State things real quick? Because I accidentally learned about the Bobcats today.
Sure.
I was just, checking that line. And CBS has like a power poll of the group of 5 teams. And I don't know, at least one writer had Texas State as the most likely team to grab what I'm going to assume is the 12th seed in the college football playoff, like ahead of Liberty. And Texas State, actually, their odds to make the playoff are 11-1. Texas State Bobcats, 11-1 to make the playoff. Wisconsin is 11-1. Washington, who is just in the championship, is 16-1. Florida is 20-1. And eat 'em up Cats, Texas State is 11-1. Do you know what this means? This system is fucking stupid, okay? We have to eliminate the group of 5 inclusion. You can't have Texas State in the college football playoff. I'm sorry.
But, at some point in our lives, there's going to be like a crazy 12 over a 5, and then that school's going to say, yeah, we should have been in the whole time. Come on. Maybe.
Our pseudo producer, sorry, Blake, but Chris Bennett, the guy owns it on Twitter and has been a fan of ours since we opened our doors, says Brett McMurphy has Texas State in the college football playoff.
I'm telling you. You never know. I do hope they get, and they don't have any, they don't have a Baylor type of game, I don't think, in their non-conference schedule this year. They play UTSA, but I don't think they have one of those where they can really jump up and bite somebody.
And here's my moment where I make fun of your Aggies, Chad. Can you? And I keep in mind, I predicted that they lose to Texas, and that Texas A&M is going to have a much better year than some people prognosticate. 7-4, Jason Dick. But can you imagine a world where another school from Texas, like let's just say Texas Tech, wins the Big 12 because it's a shit conference, and Texas Tech, Texas, and Texas State all make the playoffs, and Texas A&M's at home watching it?
I'm not sure why you're smiling when you say that, Bo. I don't know why that would bring a smile. I have no idea why there'd be a smile on your face. How dare you is all I can say.
Because this isn't just Coors Light anymore. It's Homer juice.
Yeah.
You might as well just throw SMU in there too, and they're going to shock the world and win the ACC, and there will be 4 Texas schools and not A&M.
Oh,
yeah, but I watched that first game they played, so then I had to take them off the list.
Blake, you were saying?
Well, real quick, there's a big game you might have skipped over on Texas State's schedule in San Marcos, Arizona State.
Oh, there you go. Okay, they do have they do have one. My bad.
Is
all the
hosting
football, or are they just partying together? Just figure
yeah,
out.
well, yeah, mainly.
Who wins in
there's going to be a football game in there somewhere.
A beer bonging.
Good call, Bo.
contest.
That's a great party game. If you're looking for a good party game to hit, Arizona State coming there. That's a good
San Marcos,
party
September 12th. It's a Thursday night blackout.
An STD Bowl played live from San Marcos. Texas State versus Arizona State.
Hang on, Blake. You said it's a Thursday night blackout game?
Yeah,
it will be a blackout game.
Yeah. I think every
September
Thursday
12th,
night
guys.
in
This is
San
like
Marcos
next
is a
week.
blackout night.
Yeah. Bo, that's a bring your own ointment game right there. That's what that is. That is good stuff. That is good stuff right there. All right. Speaking of Bo Edge, Bo, you can joke all you want, but at least you figured things out in College Station. I'm worried now, fellas. If Chance and Bo are both going to pick the Aggies, I'm a little scared. Bo, lay it out for me.
Hold on. Let me take my crown from winning last year's. Oh, wait, no. I'm going to keep my crown on because I'm going to win again. And here we go, boys. First pick out of the gate. Texas A&M is better than people think. Texas A&M has talent. And in this game, Texas A&M has more speed. First games are tough. First games on the road in College Station, tougher. Against a team. What's Notre Dame's track record against speed and SEC teams when they're not playing in stadiums where they can grow the grass this freaking tall and make it a pickle fest? They lose. Guess what?
Screw you, Bo Edge.
And A&M wins by 10 points. They beat Notre Dame, and their fans become the most obnoxious dumbasses for the next 2 weeks when they tell us how they're going to win a national title every single day of their lives.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Chance Mock, you know what we used to do back in the day at Notre Dame? We'd invite the students out to the field on Thursday afternoon, and they'd chant at the grass, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. I swear one time we found Sean Astin in that sumbitch. It was unbelievable. Sorry. Go ahead, Bo.
Bo can't talk. He's choking on Coors Light. The Rockies were blue.
I like that he's, you know what? That's class right there. He doesn't want to waste Coors Light. He doesn't want to waste the Rocky Mountain cold
Can't
goodness.
get it down.
He'll do it. He's a pro. He's a pro. He's fine. No worries.
America! That's worse than the damn Four Local America y'all made me chug when I lost another stupid bet. All right.
I'm sorry.
Second pick. I don't understand how people think Florida can hang with Miami. Miami has the better quarterback in Cam Ward, the damn sure better coach, and Miami's a real football team. Florida is a joke that won't make 500 this year, and Miami's only given up 2.5. Hurricanes all day. It's hurricane season. Done deal. That's easy.
There it is.
The last one, as I said, sometimes the picks are made not based on logic or anything like that. This one is just meant to fuck with Jason Dick, who did not win last year's pick'em because he got a hard on to pick Iowa over every week because the number got into the 20s.
Yeah,
I was still never went over.
I can't. Yeah, I only had to get to 27. You've got 40 and a half.
I got 40. I was no longer a pickle fest. They got rid of one of the Ferentz boys. They're changing up their MO. Iowa is not just for tight ends and waving at the hospital. They're for touchdowns this year. Iowa over the 40.5. No more throwing pickles against the window and seeing which one gets down the fastest. I don't know who wins the game. I could give a damn. They're going over 40.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. I always imagine, Bo, that there's like a child. There's a child at the hospital that's a huge fan, and when the players visit, he looks him dead in the face and goes, "Can y'all please hit a damn over like one time?
Oh,
One time."
There may be, this is going to get me in trouble, but there may be kids in the hospital sponsored by Vlasic that are just throwing pickles against the window because that's more entertaining than what's going on in the damn field.
Oh my Lord, that's fantastic.
They got to a point last year, they quit watching the game, and they just told them, hey, guys, it's halftime. You guys come up. They're all going to turn around and wave at you. It's really cool. And they're like, okay. Oh, it's still 10-6. Okay. That's another good thing we didn't miss anything.
Chance, were you wanting a side bet? Is that what you were?
I want a side bet with you.
You want the under?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Are we going Four Loco or Buzzball?
Buzzball. No Four Loco. There will never be a Four Loco pass through these lips ever again. Because I don't even remember.
I did it twice. The American one's not bad. That other Jolly Rancher shit was terrible.
I don't remember the episode that we did where I had to drink the Four Loco.
I bet you don't. I bet you don't, because that magic moment was magical when it happened. Woo!
Next Wednesday night, loser has to chug a Buzzball.
Deal.
Wow.
Nice. Okay.
Hey, I learned.
Wait, that's just on the Iowa game?
If the Iowa goes under, I'm drinking. Not only do I have to start not in first place, but then I have to chug a Buzzball.
Fair enough. Buzzball chugging next Wednesday. Somebody has to chug a Buzzball on the show next Wednesday. That's how you get people to watch. Or you just give them my picks. Boys, let's get weird to start 2024. Thurman and Ole Miss going over. Lane Kiffin scores and scores and scores. It may all be Ole Miss. This may be 62-0. I'm taking the over in that one. Florida State will probably bounce back and win, but at home, they're going to make their fans sweat. I'll take Boston College plus 16.5. I must be drinking because I would never say that normally. And finally, I like Texas' next opponent to cover. I know there's questions about Michigan. I think they're going to throw 2 quarterbacks out there or more at Fresno State, and I think they'll win by 3 touchdowns or more. So I will lay the points with Michigan. 6:30 kick on Saturday, Texas fans, if you want to peek in on that one. So there are our picks for this week. Now,
hold on, Chad, real quick. I want to point something out. We've thrown it out to the chatters that if they put their picks in the chat box afterwards, or towards the end of the show, you and Blake will pick one. I'm saying one of our regulars has changed his name in the chat to add the quotes Big Cheddar. So right now, Chad, Big Cheddar Gibson, I didn't even look at what his picks were.
Chad's
just by the sheer nature of calling himself Big Cheddar, right now he would be my pick. I don't get to pick because I'm the one giving the prize, but I'm just saying somebody that named themselves Big Cheddar should be in consideration.
I got Big Cheddar marked. Don't worry. We got Big Cheddar marked. We're going to be ready to go on that one. And we will look at some of those other picks, and we'll see if we can find a favorite there. But before we do that, Bo, why don't we see if we can make the folks hungry? People have tailgates coming up. 2:30 kick on Saturday. Give them an idea of what Stuffed can do for their tailgate.
Stuffed can make their heart happy. Stuff can make them win the tailgate battle. Stuff can make an everyday jackass look like a fucking champ by having better food at the tailgate. It's that simple. They have 9 kinds of sausage, including the best sausage ever made, Louisiana Lightning. Chance can attest. They have 4 different flavors of boudin. They have various ways of stuffing meat into chickens, into ducks, into whatever that you can put on your grill, and it just tastes great. They have Casey's world famous boudin dip, which is like a mix of queso and boudin, and you eat it with Fritos, and it will change your life. That's pure and simple. Change your life. I took it to Jason's tailgate a year ago, and it changed his. That and the meat pies. Jason can attest. The 2 different flavors of meat pies are as good as it's going to get. Bottom line is this. If you want to win the tailgate war, go to Stuffed Cajun Meat Market right there on 620. Scan the QR code. You can pre-order your food. So you can just pre-order it online, pay for it, walk in. It's already going to be in a box, sealed up. Done. It's over. You win, just like Texas is going to. Stuffed Cajun Meat Market.
They need to make a shirt that just says that and the meat pies. Just that should be the shirt they have. It's fantastic. All right, let's bring everybody back in here.
What exactly is that?
It doesn't matter. See, that's the thing. That's what the mind has to figure out. Just that and the meat pies.
If I don't hear Jason Dick yell meat pies real loud.
Come on, Jason.
Meat pie!
There it is.
I was trying to accentuate.
Gotta have it. All right, Blake, the super producer, we thank you for joining us tonight. Do you want to hang around for Dick Move of the Week? And do you want to pick it, see which picker we want, or do you need to run? What are you looking at?
No, I'm here all night, boys.
Beautiful. Okay, so
I thought you had a day job now, like a real adult job.
Nah, yeah, but it's hybrid, you know.
Okay, so here's what I've done. I have 5 finalists. 1, 2, 3, 4 finalists. I can't count. 4. 4 finalists for our picker of the week. Blake, are you ready? Here we go, boys. The first one is a Blake who went with North Dakota State 9.5. I think that's right. Is that North Dakota State? Yeah, plus 9.5 versus Colorado. Georgia to lay the points against Clemson. Florida plus 2.5 against Miami. So that's one. That's Blake. Now here's Big Chad, who says TCU lay the points against Stanford. West Virginia plus 8 against Penn State. God, I'm glad those 2 teams are playing. And LSU USC over 64.5. That's Big Chad. We've also got this one, West Virginia plus 8, North Dakota State plus 10 with Colorado, Notre Dame and A&M over 46.5. Would that be what I would do? 40. Yeah, I think that's an over. I agree with that. And then this one's a little longer. Randy says Georgia against Clemson, laying those points, laying Miami over Florida like Bo did. Both teams have a good defense. Their O-lines are bad. So Notre Dame and A&M, the under at 46.5. Anybody see anything they particularly enjoy that could be our contestant for the week?
I say, Blake, draw a number out of a hat or something.
Look, Blake, 1.
Oh, there it is.
2,
okay, hang on,
3,
hold on.
4. Just like you're reading, left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, pick a number, Blake.
3.
He picks number 3. There it is.
Ewers.
Number 3. Chance, did you just write everybody's name down and everything like a good teacher?
This is a
look at you.
group effort producing this show. That's very nice.
Well done, Chance Mock. SLW SVT. Your picks are going to be the picks. All 3 have to hit. If all 3 hit, you're going to get your pick of a poncho shirt. Well
I don't know your name, SBLTQB7,
right.
but
could be that shirt Chance has got on. It could be a shirt like I've got on, if you want to do that.
What do we know about North Dakota State? Because I don't know about just 10 points they're going to Boulder, right? Remember a year ago, like we couldn't stop talking about Deion Sanders in Colorado? I feel like nobody has mentioned them at all. But he flipped half the roster again. He has 1 million transfer portal guys.
But you know why nobody's talked about them, Jason?
They were 4-8 last year.
That and the fact that Deion has not let anybody ask questions. Anybody that questions him no longer gets access to him, so nobody can write about him anymore because it's just like, oh, we're just not going to you don't get an interview. Okay, Deion. All right, Tyler.
Sorry, I had to refuel the gas tank.
God, it'll be great if North Dakota State can win that game. That would be fantastic this week.
Also, quick shout out to the other guys. Come back next week and see if you can win the poncho shirt again. You got another chance.
Be here every week. We're going to give away.
Yeah. Come on in. We'll pick it, and then maybe we'll do the random. You know what? I think we should do that pick every week. It was like
the little Wolverine pick.
Exactly, the Chance Mock Wolverine pick. I kind of.
You don't know what names are in Chance's hand, and you don't know when he's going to go.
Nobody wins.
No, my mother wins. No, I would never do that.
No.
Oh, bullshit.
He would
we had to have a swear jar instituted by your mother because of all the times you cussed.
That's what put me through college was the nickels that went in my swear jar.
Darn right.
Well, arm talent and that right arm before, things happen.
All right, so Bo Edge, I saw in the information that I received that this is Chance Mock needs to tell the people about. Is it United Rentals? Is that correct?
It is.
Is that right? All right, hang on. I'm just trying to find do I have an ad for that one? Did we do that? Do we have one?
We did it back in the fall last year, but I don't know if we have it at the moment.
Why do I not have one? United. I can blame this on Blake. He's sitting right here.
Blake, come back.
Chance doesn't need a QR code to tell him about United Rentals.
Chance, I'm so sorry that I don't have one, but why don't you tell the folks about United Rentals, and I'm going to hunt for this thing.
Well, United Rentals is fantastic. Look, it's a great company. It's a company that I work for, so I have to say that I do work for them. Fantastic company. They're the largest rental company in the world. We've got trenchless division. We've got power. We've got HVAC. We've got dewatering solutions. We've got everything you need to build the world around you. I know that we've got a lot of building going on in the great state of Texas right now. I drive around every day, and I cannot believe how much building is going. And as you know, in Texas, we've got constant construction going on every road, and somehow or another, it never, ever, ever gets being done. But the people at United Rentals can help you. Not only that, we sell all of our used equipment. So if you're just a company that wants to own instead of renting, that's fine. We can sell you the equipment as well. Or even better, you're the weekend warrior. You're building a deck. You're doing things. I got you hooked up. All you got to do, and again, I can rent you anywhere. So if you just hit me up at Chance Mock, shoot me a DM. Hey, Chance, I need a little mini excavator. I got a little project I want to do in the backyard. Or, hey, we're putting in a new sprinkler system, and I don't want to dig that shit. So get me a trencher. I got you hooked up. UR.com. Pretty simple. Give them a call.
Okay, so
that was the solution, was just put their logo all over Chance's face.
This is what just happened. Here's what just happened.
So good.
So good. Improvement.
You want to know the difference between me and Blake, the super producer? Blake, the super producer, while Chance was talking, grabbed the logo and put it up on the screen, and it wasn't there to start with. He did that, took the initiative. I was just staring at all the boxes going, no, that ain't it. No.
I'm just saying.
It's all
Aggie education, no logo. Longhorn education, right away.
I went to Texas State.
I didn't.
Aha! Bobcat education.
Okay, so you're the one with the prescription for penicillin.
Eat them up, cats. That's what that is. Yes, and shout out to United Rentals. That is my bad. Well done, Blake. Well done. Thanks to everybody for jumping in the chat tonight. Lot of there's an interesting one. We can get back to that on the Texas game in a second. So, Jason Dick, do we have a Dick move of the week for the people this week? Do you have it?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, I will tell you the Dicks barely moved this week. So I have.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Stand by.
Yes.
Dick.
I feel like that didn't fire properly. Hang on, let me do that again.
Dick.
By the way, shout out to Jeff Ketchum. He's got COVID. He hadn't been on the shows the last couple of days. Get better soon, Jeff Ketchum. Sorry, Jason, go ahead.
Yeah.
He hasn't rawed enough, and then the COVID got in there.
Yeah.
Raw
right.
and no COVID.
You got to scare the COVID away with
Exactly.
a roar. That'll do it.
Right.
I mean, I guess this is usually the time of the year where I get mad at the television partners for putting this Texas-Colorado State game at 2:30. Like, the state legislature should get involved and say, hey, no 2:30 games in August. It's dangerous to people's public health, but I think the high is like 91. So it's probably going to be all right there, but still, dick move. I could go with my friend Kenny, who was just here this last weekend. Kenny is the most prodigious golf cheater I've ever met in my life. He hit 3 balls in a row off the tee into the woods and somehow carded a bogey, explaining to me that he found the first one and that the other 2 were provisionals. And so, he managed to dick move, Kenny, dick move. Shout out to my podcast partner, Nicholas Hajda, who we had a fantasy draft this weekend. You guys ever do an auction? Instead of a snake draft, you actually bid on players. Way more fun. It's like playing chess when everybody else is playing checkers. Check out what my guy did. He bid up a whole lot of money when he was attempting to buy Drake London, and the auctioneer says going once, going twice, sold. He bought Drake May. Okay, he thought he was bidding on Drake London. He bought Drake May for $15. He would not shut up about it the rest of the night. Okay, he's still mad about it, still complaining that somehow I'm the commissioner. This is my fault. Dick move, Hajda. And finally, I'll just say to the convenience stores and most grocers of the world, nobody has Yoo-Hoo anymore. Okay, you know how hard I had to go to find Yoo-Hoo. Like
They have
little glass bottles,
bro.
they have
They
where?
have the glass bottles.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I had to go to Target to get my.
Do you ever go to Honey Farms?
No, I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to figure that out.
I guess they have Wagabags in Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably got them at a Wagabag.
When I was a youth, you could walk into any corner gas station and walk out with some chocolate drink. But now I got to go all the way to Target. All right, and so I'm not a fan of it. So to all of those corner stores, dick move. That's the best I got for this week, guys.
Jason, I think all Yoo-Hoo drinkers would like to know they've spent their lives drinking out of a bottle. To me, Yoo-Hoo is meant to be in a glass bottle. What does it taste like in a juice box?
Shit.
I mean,
sorry, is that out loud?
Does it still contain the Yoo-Hoo quality that I would get in a bottle? Because you look like an 8-year-old drinking it out of a juice box. You need to look like a man drinking it out of a bottle.
Yeah, it still tastes like chocolate drink. I'm gonna say it tastes the same. But yeah, I was Googling where to buy Yoo-Hoo, and I went to Target and I got there. I was like, what is this? They don't even have the bottle anymore. I have to drink it out of a box. So yeah,
Jason, can you do a dick move for whoever decided to make this shitty sake? So we've had Adam Dunn, my buddy, on this show, and Adam Dunn and I have been in talks for a while because Adam is convinced, our buddies Roy and BJ have MVP vodka. Adam is convinced that we need to make our own Texas sake, and it needs to be called Texas Ninja Sake with a ninja and a cowboy hat on the bottle. And this is what we've decided. But can you do a dick move for me for whoever gave me this cheap shit?
Okay, the dick move is you buying it at Walmart.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Chance.
So go to Specs.
I don't know how to read that.
It says dumbass.
Yeah.
Walmart, I mean, like, if you're going for some Busch Lights, Walmart is fine.
Do it.
Okay.
I mean, the cup is
if
great.
you're gonna spew in this.
It's like, here, look, you can buy Wrangler jeans at Walmart. Don't buy a suit at Walmart, okay? When you're just going for the basics, yeah, a light beer from Walmart's probably going to do it. Walmart sake, I don't know if that's that might be user error.
Look, I was at Walmart getting chew toys for my sweet little Steve, my little French bulldog.
The pet he likes.
Steve is awesome. Mm-hmm. Now Lane Kitten is not. But
I love how you renamed your cat Lane Kitten.
Now wait, is this the same cat or did you get another cat?
This is his alter ego when he wants to be a dick, is Lane Kitten.
You have a cat with multiple personalities?
He has a cat named Tiger Woods that when he's breaking glasses in the kitchen during the show becomes Lane Kitten.
That's awesome. God, I love that cat.
Yeah, that cat is awesome. Hey, Jason, I don't mean to interrupt your segment, but is there a way that I could do an anti-dick move of the week?
Yeah, please. Yeah, I'm done.
And keep in mind, y'all know my hatred for the dirt burglars from the north. They are horrible people and despicable humans, and their degrees are worth fucking shit. But Danny Stutzman, the most Sooner of all Sooners, like the king of the Sooners with the upside-down Longhorn tattoo and all the things, came out on Twitter this week that he got an NIL deal with JBL Speakers, the portable speaker company.
Mm-hmm.
And he took the NIL deal and literally returned all the money to the walk-ons. Every walk-on got a JBL pack and $50,000 distributed amongst them because he said they're the lifeblood of our team. They help us practice. They get beat up with no glory. So he actually signed the deal to give it to his teammates. He's a turd. But in that one instance, that was not a dick move. That was a good move.
God, don't you hate it when Sooners seem like people?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Brian Bosworth did a great job acting in the Quinn Ewers Fansville commercial. Like, what the hell's going on with Sooners doing good shit?
Bo, I have it on good authority that he made one of those walk-ons draw that fake tattoo on him. All right, so they're out there earning the money.
By the way, guys, I
didn't have a jockstrap on either.
Right. All right. It's a big moment earlier, just a few minutes ago. A little bit, maybe you could say late to the party or whatever. I love the fact that somebody jumped into the chat and they think that stuff broke and we just took over and that this is some kind of one-off. Francis chats, are y'all going to start doing this live each week or love this? Yes, Francis, we are doing this live each week.
2 times.
We have been since last August, but you know
Twice. Come on, Jason, get your 2s right.
This is all about you. Yes, every Monday and Wednesday during the season, we're going to be right here for you, 8:30. You can bring a beverage every night. We'll focus on beverages on Wednesday. It'll be a good time. Mondays, Wednesdays, Outsiders, 8:30. Put it on your calendar. Like, subscribe, and get your notifications to Orange Bloods Live, and you'll know when we come on. This is actually planned, believe it or not. Doesn't appear that way, but this is actually previously scheduled.
Let's be real. With the exception of Jason, the focus is on alcohol and what we're drinking every single time we're on this, because you couldn't do this without alcohol and enticements.
Hey, if you keep listening long enough, you'll make it till the Super Cooper, and we'll probably do a show that evening, and I'll make it halfway through before I fall asleep.
Well, I don't know. You never know. I will say,
what's cool about my man Francis here, he's tuning in from the X platform, Twitter. That's pretty cool.
Nice. Oh.
Well,
and I love it. And the picture apparently is like, is that a dog dressed up like a Jedi?
I believe so. Yeah.
Looks like he took like a badass like pit bull mix or whatever, kind of like an American Staffordshire Terrier or something like that, and put a Jedi outfit on it.
I love it.
Yeah. Obi-Wan pit bull.
We need people in the chat to step up their profile pic game for sure. Francis is setting the standard here.
Yeah, it's very good.
Am I the only one that every time I hear Francis, I think of Deadpool? Like I just can't.
No.
Like it's all I can picture is that jackass in Deadpool.
You are not.
Francis is significantly better than that guy.
What's my name? Yeah, Bo, I think the same thing every time I hear the name Francis. All right.
Hang
on. Hold on. Just to clarify, the female listener.
Mind blown. I didn't know any females actually could endure our shit.
Francis. That's a good old school name for a lady as well. Francis. I like that. That's good. It's very good. Everybody needs like an Aunt Francis, Grandma Francis. You need that aged experience.
Hey, Francis, if you put pics in, we may give you a poncho shirt too.
Right. Exactly. All right. Thanks to all of our great partners around here. Obviously, Specs with the Specs chat. Damn near 600 folks in there right now, piled in as we get ready for Texas's first game. Speaking of Texas, Bo, how about a little Texan Windows? I think I can find that one. Here we go.
No, we'll see. Yes, it's getting a little cooler, but do you remember how unbearably hot it was this summer? Right now would be the time to get your house cool, not just for now, but for next summer and beyond. The windows play a huge role. Go to TexanWindows.com. Call my guy, Brian Haley, 512-987-8393. The QR code will take you right to the website, and then call and ask for Brian Haley. Replacement windows, new construction windows, the sliding glass doors that make your house look cool, like on those, real estate shows, they have it all. Installation, delivery, it's pretty much start to finish. They take care of you. It adds value to your house. If you're a male, you want your wife to like you more, make your house look better, make it cooler, make it more affordable, and it's a win for you. Call Texan Windows. Call Brian Haley. It's that simple. Scan the QR code, and there you go.
Here's how you know you're a true Texan, boys. When the weather goes from 110 to 95 and a little bit of rain, and you go, hey, y'all remember when it was hot in the summertime? Bo, that was like 4 days ago.
I know.
You're acting like we're in the middle of November.
We went and played this golf tournament out in Kingsland, a 3-man scramble on my birthday last Thursday. It was 109.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Bo doesn't live in Houston either.
Oh my God! Oh yeah.
I don't want to. So you can have that mantle. Like I'll stay right here in Austin, Texas, or in my little neck of the woods of Cedar Park, and stay as far away from Houston as possible.
Yeah, Chance lives in the.
I love the Astros. I love the Rockets. I can even get down with the Texans when they're not playing the Titans. But
The combo of temperature and humidity in the Houston area is unmatched.
Boo.
Unmatched by anything this side of hell. Unbelievable. All right. That takes care of all of our wonderful partners we need to mention tonight. I'm going to scan the chat a little bit, see if we have any super chats in.
We do not. I've been monitoring.
Don't think we have any super chats. We do have, just for verify, these are the picks that could win SLW SVT. Maybe they just put their license plate in. It could help them win a poncho shirt of their choice, but all three of these have to hit. West Virginia's got to cover. That's at home against Penn State. North Dakota State's got to cover against Colorado in Boulder, and Notre Dame and A&M need to score a little bit. If y'all could just, help SLW out.
Yeah, SLW, come find me on Twitter. If you hit 3-0, direct message me. We'll work out the details, and you will have a poncho shirt shipped right to your door.
There you go. So we're going to get that figured out. Anything else we need to hit tonight, gentlemen? Texas football, like we did the, Texas win and cover.
Don't we need to pick the game?
We need the final score.
The final score. That's probably a good idea.
I think we all know. This isn't one of those where we're debating who's going to win. But
Jesus, Chad's been drinking the Walmart sake.
No, how dare you? How dare you?
I think when you put that color on, Chad, it just like half of your brain power it goes away.
You're a rude person is what you are. That's exactly what you are. What choices do I have? Can I just get look at there. Yeah. That's what you get right there. That's what you get. We're just gonna hide. We're just gonna take you out for a second. Good grief. All right.
Big Sean had a song that said, I ain't fucking with you. Jason, don't fuck with him. He will take your square off the screen.
All right. So 31.5, 32, somewhere in that neighborhood is the number. Why don't we end the picks with Jason Dick, which means we'll start with Blake, since he was nice enough to jump in. He's going to be here every Wednesday unless he finds something better to do. But let's face it, he won't find anything better to do. Blake, you start us off this week. What's your score for Texas?
Well, I'm right on that spread number. I got Texas beating Colorado State 42-13. So pretty close to the spread. But Texas will go up early. They'll Colorado scrap around, kick some field goals. But Texas,
that won't do it, will it? I'm doing the math on that. What is that?
Texas won't cover.
That's 29, I think. Isn't that 29?
I don't know. You're wearing the maroon shirt. Might be 28.5.
Yeah. Yeah, might be. How dare all of you. Now, Bo gets to go second to last. Chance, what is your prediction for the Texas game?
My prediction is 6 touchdowns and 3 field goals for the Longhorns. A trash touchdown late. They might pick up a touchdown and they'll have 2 field goals. I'm going a grand total of 51.
Ooh, nice.
To 20. Not covering by half a point.
Right there. Not quite covering. I do have a cover. I don't know what y'all are doing. I got the Longhorns covering by a full 1, 2, 3. I think this is 5 touchdowns. 45-10. I'm going 45-10 Texas. I will believe that the Texas defense can hold Colorado State down. A mummy. They're going to hold a mummy to 10 points. 45-10 is my final score. Bo Edge, what do you think?
Kind of in the same lane as Chance. Texas dominates the game, but does not cover. Texas 48, Colorado State 20. Late touchdowns against the second and third team. Sark already said it in the press conference. This is the reason that I think the spread went down. He said the second teamers were going to get a significant amount of snaps, even in the first half. They were going to try to spread some players out. In that instance, we won't be as dominant as we could be. 48-20 Texas.
48-20 is what Bo says. Jason Dick, what's your prediction?
Pain.
Apparently, it's not just a shortage of yoo-hoos at the corner stores. Has Central Texas gone dry on Bo Edge Homer juice? What is going on here? Everybody picked the Colorado State cover. What are we doing?
Hey!
Oh, did you?
I picked Texas to cover.
Sorry, my bad.
Watching Bo try to find the camera is so great. He's like,
how does this work? Is it there?
I have heard I heard Sark say that he wants to get the second unit lots of snaps in this game, and that's good because Texas is going to be up like 35-0 at the half. And then it's Arch Manning time, baby. We still don't know. Now let me fire off some hot take jackassery here at the end of the show for you. We don't know who the best quarterback on this team is. We still don't know, guys. All right. Whenever Arch gets into the game, he needs reps throwing the football, okay? He needs to throw the football in a real college football game. So I think they're going to the second units are going to put up numbers as well. Texas 59-3. Mark it down. Cover.
Nice.
So
Cover.
to Jason's point,
Now that's a cover.
To Jason's point, and I do think that there's some real live stuff here. Last year, they knew Quinn was coming back. That was going to happen. And at this year, you've got to get Arch ready. And getting Arch ready is not handing the ball off and throwing screens.
No.
I think when he gets in the ball game, it's all hands. Like, they just let him go do his thing. And I think that that's a reasonable thing that Sark can go, people can't say you ran the score up on it when he's running with second-team quarterback and second-team wide receivers and running backs. That just becomes the old Jimmy Johnson. You don't want him to dance in the end zone. Keep him from scoring.
There you have it. I'm going to throw up some scores that came in as we were talking about it. Morgan's got, that's a cover, 48-13. How about 51-17 from Blake? 49-13. The people have more faith in Texas covering than everybody but me and Jason. I don't see a 59-3, though. I like that one. 52-17.
That's close. I was 51-20.
Yeah, there you go. 38-14. That would be that. It's kind of sad that Texas fans may not enjoy 38-14 because it wouldn't be a cover, but that's sometimes what you do.
Jason Dick.
Hey, Big Cheddar. This is just Coors Light. There is no brown water tonight. I didn't open the brown water. I'm reserving that for the weekend.
By the way, if there is anybody out there mixing brown water and Coors Light, you may need to get yourself checked out.
Yeah,
I love both of those things. Don't put them together, please.
So we've had a couple of texters have texted in, and they've asked the same question. And as the leader of the J-Don Blue fan club, Jason Dick, how many touchdowns will J-Don get this Saturday?
3 touchdowns for my guy J-Don. All in the first half, 0 carries in the second half. He does not have.
Chad, they don't know Jonte Cook's getting 3 touchdowns.
J-Don, B-L-E-W. That's good. That is good.
Come on, Morgan. That's silly. Now you're being silly, man.
Man, I grew up, guys. I'm trying to think of what was his last name? In elementary school, there was a J Don. I grew up with a J Don. I can't remember his last name, but he went by J Don.
It wasn't blue.
It wasn't blue.
I went to school with a young lady whose name was Gonorrhea, but it was spelled exactly like gonorrhea.
Oh. That's rough. That's rough. I can do this since we're on YouTube. I don't know if my parents are watching tonight, but guys, back in the day, my mom ran the office. Like, she was did office, did grades, all this stuff, and she would input students into the system. And these people had named their child Shitthead and told her it was pronounced Shatheed. And my sweet mother was like, even my sweet mother was thinking, okay, now that says shithead. I'm not saying that out loud, but they named their child shithead. What is going on?
Oh my God.
Shatheed.
Shatheed.
If there's ever been a way to end the outsiders, it's Shatheed.
Shatheed.
We are legitimately worth a Shatheed.
Yeah, exactly. From the original note that I made a year ago when Chris Abbott said it, and there's my camera asshole, says legitimately worth the shit.
You almost missed it again, dickhead. You went like this.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm not as expert at
You also had
as
your
you.
country gorilla fingers all over legitimately.
Oh my God. All right, before we get out of here, let's get a couple pieces of business taken care of. First off, let's remind you that it is The Outsiders, brought to you by Poncho. The man's retired. He's got a lot of time. There he is. There he is, rocking that long sleeve. Here he is in a short sleeve, driving a stranger across some woods. And Here he is wearing a shirt named after one of them badass Heisman winners Texas has got. That's the Earl up top. That's the Smoky down low. Mention Orange Bloods Live when you go to ponchooutdoors.com. Or, as we reminded you earlier, they've got all kinds of other colors if you want to match up to your high school color so you can be looking as sharp as you want at your high school games. Again, for you Austin High folk or Round Rock High folk, this might be your color wheel. When they try to tell you it's an Aggie shirt, you just yell and scream and throw stuff at them. That's all you have to do. For me, it is, but for you, it can be whatever you want. ponchooutdoors.com. One other thing we need to do, fellas, before we get out of here on a very serious and wonderful note, shout out to Greg Swindell and the family because his daughter was found and she is in the process of coming back home. So,
yeah, no, that's amazing news that
Excellent.
Brenna Swindell was found alive and healthy. And
yeah.
Thank you to Longhorn Nation, too, because if you didn't realize the reach of Twitter and Facebook and everything else that was going on when Greg was imploring people to help find her, that's part of how they found her. They found her in Oregon after going from Colorado to Idaho to Oregon. That's the reach. That's the good part of social media and stuff like that is they were able to find her with people's help.
Yeah, absolutely. And we don't have a whole lot of details beyond that.
No.
None of our business anyway, but just a shout out to a great Longhorn legend and his family. Hope they are having will have a good rest of the week and first week of Longhorn football and all that good stuff. Just wanted to pass that along in case y'all had not heard. Thanks to Blake, the super producer, for joining us. He'll be here every Wednesday for a What Are You Drinking Wednesday. We'll be back on Monday night at 8:30. Francis, come join us. New fan. We'll be here for you. 8:30 Monday night. We'll review Texas and Colorado State. And you know what we'll be previewing starting on Monday. Oh, yeah. Texas and Michigan for only the second time ever.
Hold on. We got a chat from Big Tex that we do need to make sure everybody knows.
The
shirt that Chance is wearing is a Poncho shirt that he had the logo put on there. They do not sell them at Poncho. It is not an unauthorized product. I think if you wore QB5, you get to put your own stencil on there. Just like the Poncho shirt that I had them put Texas and Longhorns on the collars of my shirt. So if you see me at my DKR, I'm the only guy with the shirt, so you'll know who I am.
Yeah, there you go. I'm too old to turn around. I got Bucky Richardson tattooed, stitched into the back of mine. So, but they don't come that way.
Oh, bullshit. You have Kevin Murray stenciled on your back.
No, I don't. No, I do not. At one point in my life, I would have.
You could erase it. It's permanent.
But not now. No. I had that one removed. That was laser removed when Kyler went to Norman. That was removed once Kyler was headed north of the Red River. All right. Thank you for liking and subscribing and getting those notifications until Monday. Wait, hold on. Where's the camera? Until Monday at 8:30 for the next show. We are the Outsiders, and we are legitimately worth a shit.